Unbendable Yogini, and that's how you can find me on Instagram as @theunbendableyogini. I am in the process of getting my 200 yoga teacher training hours with Yoga Renew online teacher training. So I'm not yet a certified yoga instructor. I just have the exam and 2 assignments left to do. So this is kind of like a free-flowing yoga video, so I'm gonna do my best to instruct you. And I will also be using a couple of blocks. You can use pillows, I got a strap, or you can use a beach towel or a housecoat strap. That works as well. I might not use a strap, but I don't really know, so I just kind of have it there beside me, but I probably will use the blocks. You don't have to use the blocks, I just prefer to use them. Anyway, so yeah, this will be a free-flowing yoga class. I will be providing tips on when to breathe. So yeah, if you just want to follow me, I do have some coffee house music playing in the background, so if you do hear something, it's just that. And yes, I hope you enjoy this class. I am just gonna go into just begin in tabletop position. And I'm just gonna do some cat and cow. So, we're gonna breathe in, dropping your stomach and looking up for cow. And breathe out. And breathe in. Coming for cat, bringing our stomach to our spine, and our spine to the sky. And breathe in, rolling our shoulders down and dropping our stomach to the ground. And breathe in. For cat, going from our tailbone to our spine. And breathe out. Coming down for cow. Okay, so now I'm gonna go into puppy pose. So for puppy pose, you're just gonna stay here in tabletop position. You can also place a towel for under your wrists if you have wrists or even knee issues. You can place like a soft towel or a blanket. But for puppy pose, you're just gonna walk your hands out in front of you and have your hips kind of come over your knees. And you can use a block or even a pillow to rest your forehead down onto. And you're just gonna relax here. And breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. Walking yourself back up into tabletop position. You can remove the block. We're going to do balancing table. So you're going to breathe in, engaging your core, raising your left leg and your right arm. And breathe out. Coming back into tabletop. And breathe in. Lifting opposite arm and leg, so left arm and right leg. Engaging that core. And breathe out. Coming back into tabletop. And now we'll do the other side, breathing in. Make sure those feet and hands are flexed. And breathe out. And last time, left arm, right leg, breathe in. And breathe out. Coming into tabletop position. We are now going to go into a downward dog. I'm just grabbing my towel here. I like to have a towel just for some extra grip when I do downward dog. So for downward dog, you're gonna wanna have your fingertips spread wide, and when you come down, you're gonna want the inside of your elbows facing out. So you're gonna go into tabletop and get your hands into position. And then you're gonna come back into a plank, engaging that core and those quads. And then you're gonna breathe in, raising your hips up to the sky, keeping the balls of your feet in line and straight. And breathe out. And breathe in, walking your feet in a little bit towards yourself to where it's comfortable. The goal of this is to have a straight back. So breathe in, try and keep your ears in between your arms, and breathe out, and breathe in. You can have a slight bend in your knees if it's not comfortable to have them straight, that's okay to bend them. Breathe out, and breathe in, and breathe out, and breathe in, and breathe out, and breathe in, coming back into the plank and coming into tabletop for a moment. Just taking a breath here, just trying to find the flow of your own breath. Next, we're gonna do three-legged dog. So if this is too difficult for you, you can either do downward dog or you can do puppy pose like we did in the beginning. So you wanna have your arms, your fingertips spread wide and the inside of your elbows facing out. You're gonna come into a tabletop position and you're gonna breathe in, raising your hips up to the sky, keeping your legs, you have them straight right now. And breathe in, coming back into that plank, and breathe out. Going back into downward dog. And breathe in, coming into a plank, and breathe out, going into downward dog. And breathe in, going to plank, bringing your left leg in to your chest, and breathe out, kicking it up into the air for three-legged dog. Try and have your back foot engage, your back leg engaged, your back planted leg engaged. Sorry. And breathe in and breathe out. You don't necessarily have to have your leg that high. Have it to wherever is comfortable for you. And breathe in and breathe out. And breathe in and breathe out. And breathe in. Coming in for a lunge. You can drop your planted leg down to the ground. Coming up for a crescent lunge. Having your back foot on the top of your back foot on the ground. Making sure that this knee is stacked over. Maybe if you have some blocks, you can grab those. And, or if you have some pillows. And now we're gonna come up into a lunge position. Breathing in, breathing out, coming up onto your knee. And then I am gonna turn my back foot so that it's parallel with the edge of the mat. So I have my left foot in front here and my right foot behind. I am just going to turn around here. for you guys, sorry. You guys can stay where you are. So, I have the back of the edge of my foot parallel with the edge of the mat, and this front foot is just straight. To relieve some pressure, you can bring this front leg back a bit. This is a hip opening position, so you're gonna wanna like externally rotate your thighs by tucking in your tailbone. And you're gonna breathe in, raising your arms up beside you and gazing upon your front middle finger for warrior two. And breathe in and breathe out. And breathe in and breathe out. Okay, I'm gonna just grab my blocks here and grab yours. And then you're gonna straighten your front leg, having your arms up. And then you're just gonna bend down, either grabbing your calf, your ankle. If you can touch the ground, that is great. I prefer to use a block. If you need to rotate your arm, you can bring it down and then rotate it back up. Trying to keep that front leg straight. And breathing in and breathing out. And breathing in and breathing out. And breathing in and breathing out. Now we're gonna come up into warrior two. You can bend that front leg again. And then we're gonna come back for a reverse warrior. So you're gonna bring this front arm just over and above you. And breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. Coming back up into warrior two, stabilizing that spine. We are now going to come down back into a lunge. You're gonna drop that leg down to the ground. And then what I like to do is we're gonna come back to sit back onto this leg. I have trouble doing that. So if you have two pillows and you want to use a bit of support here, or what I like to do is just placing my two blocks or two pillows, one kind of under the crease of my butt and one under just right before my kneecap here, and then just stretching it out. And breathing in and breathing out. And breathing in and breathing out. And breathing in and breathing out. Okay, I'm going to take out these two blocks, come back up into a lunge. Just for a couple breaths. And then going to rotate my back foot again and rotate my front foot to come into a wide-legged forward fold. I'm using two blocks. If you don't have two blocks, you can place your hands on the ground or a couple of pillows. And we're going to come over to our right leg, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. coming back through center, holding here for a moment. Back to our left leg. Breathing in and breathing out. And breathing in and breathing out. Okay, we're gonna come back to center. We're gonna turn back into a lunge. Drop back down. And we're gonna come back down into our tabletop position. So now we're gonna repeat all that for our right leg. So you're gonna come back into a plank position, having your fingertips spread wide and the inside of your elbows facing out. Tucking your tailbone. Maybe widening your stance a bit if you have to. And breathing in for that downward dog. And then breathe out. Coming into a plank again. And breathe in. Coming back into downward dog. And breathe out. Coming into plank. And breathe in. Your knees can be slightly bent if they have to. And breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. Bring your right leg in with you. And then shooting it out. Breathing in. That leg doesn't have to be that high, it can be lower. Try and keep your ears in between your arms here. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, coming into a lunge. Again, sorry, just gonna have to turn my body here. Turn everything over. Next, we're gonna rotate our back foot so that the back foot is parallel at the edge of the mat. Coming up into warrior two, bring your arms up above us, tucking in that tailbone, engaging your pelvis, and gazing upon your front middle finger. And breathing in, and breathing out. And breathing in, and breathing out. Now we're gonna come down into triangle pose. So if you wanna grab your block or pillow, if you need it, and breathing in, straightening that front leg, dropping down, having your other arm either above you, or if that's too difficult, you can just bring it to your hip like this. And breathing in, and breathing out. And breathing in, and breathing out. Coming back up into warrior two, dropping back up into reverse warrior, bringing this back arm to the back of your thigh, and this hand over. Coming forward, neutralizing spine, back into warrior two. Now I'm going to come back into a lunge. Drop back down. Now you can either come back and just sit back on your left leg if this is comfortable for you. If not, you can grab, if you have a couple pillows and blocks, or blocks, you can set it down one under your butt and one just under your leg here. And then just walking your fingers out and stretching out that leg. And breathing in. And breathing out. And breathing in. And breathing out. And breathing in. And breathing out. Coming back up into a lunge position. Breathing in. Turning your back foot to be parallel with the edge of the mat again. And now your front foot to come into a wide-legged forward fold. And we're going to breathe in, moving to our right leg again. And breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. Moving through center, holding here for a moment. And breathing out. Going to our left leg. And breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. Try and keep your knees straight. And breathe in. Coming up into a wide-legged forward fold. Staying in this forward fold. And breathing in. And breathing out. Now you're going to bring your, kind of wedge your feet in towards you so that you're just in a forward fold. You can have your knees slightly bent if you need to. And we're going to breathe in and breathe out. If you don't have blocks, you can place your fingers under your toes, but try and keep a straight back, or you can go onto your shins here, or on your ankles, or just on the ground in general. Try and roll your shoulders down. And we're going to breathe in, coming up into a halfway lift. This can pinch your lower back, so please be cautious. And breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. Hold in. Now we're going to fall back down. And this time you're going to breathe in, bending your knees, bringing your chest to your thighs. And breathe out, keeping your chest close to your thighs. And breathe in, coming back down again, squatting here, and breathe out. And breathe in, squatting one more time, and breathe out. Just try and find the flow of your breath here. Now we're gonna bring our hands to our waist here, and we're just gonna slowly roll up into mountain pose. Having our hands down by our side, feet are about shoulder width apart, pulling the shoulders back and down. Try and find the flow of your own breath here. Engaging your core, arms, and quads. We're going to do a couple sun salutations. So we're going to breathe in, bring your arms up above us, and breathe out. And breathe in. Coming up again. And breathe out. Lowering down into a forward. Your knees can be slightly bent. And breathe in. Breathe out. Coming into a forward fold. Placing your hands onto the ground. And we are gonna chaturanga. If you have trouble with chaturanga, you can accommodate by coming down into tabletop position and just practicing the motion. But we're gonna try. We're gonna breathe in, lowering down to the ground, coming up for a upward dog. Your thighs are off the ground. Breathing in, breathing out, pushing back up into a downward dog. And breathe in, rolling through into upward dog. And breathing out, pushing through into downward dog. Breathing in, lowering down, pushing up into upward dog. Or if this is too much, you can do cobra pose by lowering your thighs onto the ground. And breathe out, pushing through to downward dog. We're now going to step one foot forward, or both feet to the front of the mat. You're going to grab your blocks here. We're just going to hang out. You can just kind of bicycle out your legs here in the forward fold. Breathing in, breathing out. We are now going to raise up into mountain pose. Fixing your hair. Just trying to find the flow of our own breath. So remember to have your arms down beside you. We are now going to come into a chair pose. So you're going to want to have your feet a little bit closer together. Try and get your thighs a little bit closer. And then you're going to want to engage your core and your quads, and you're going to drop your butt. And when you drop your butt, you can bring your hands into a prayer or raise them up. So we're going to breathe in, engaging your core, bending your knees, dropping your hips. And breathing in and breathing out. And breathe in. Try and have your knees facing forward, facing straight. And breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. Rising back up into a mountain pose. So, for the rest of this, we are going to come down onto our bums. We're cooling down now. So we are just going to come into a seated position. And we're just going to do some cat and cows again. But just seated now, you can cross your legs. We're going to breathe in. Bring our chest to the wall in front of us. And breathing out. Curling our spine, bringing our stomach to our spine. And breathing in. For cow pose. And breathing out. For cat pose. We are now gonna stay in this seated position. So I have my right leg in front of my left. And you are gonna bring your left hand to your right knee and bring your right hand behind you, and we're just gonna do a nice seated twist. Breathing in and breathing out, lengthening that spine. Breathing in to deepen the twist and breathing out. And breathing in and breathing out. And breathing in, coming back into center. I'm just gonna turn this way so you guys can see a bit better. This time I'm gonna bring my right hand to my left kneecap and bring my left hand behind me, and we're gonna twist to our left. Breathing in. And we're gonna also, I forgot, sorry, when we're gonna stabilize, I'm gonna bring my left foot now in front of my right, going back and grabbing that left kneecap with my right hand and twisting one more time, sorry. And breathing in and breathing out. And breathing in, deepening that twist and breathing out to lengthen the spine. And breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, coming back into a neutral spine position. We are just gonna do some head rolls here. So, rolling your head just one way. And the other. Okay, and now we're going to come into a tabletop position. We're going to go back into a child's pose. So for child's pose, you can have your legs as wide as you want with your toes touching or apart. Or if you want to have them shoulder width apart or hip width apart, or distance width apart. And you're just going to breathe in and sit back and sink into those toes and reach your arms out in front of you. Maybe if you have a block or a pillow handy, place your forehead on that. And breathing in and breathing out. And breathing in and breathing out. And breathing in and breathing out. Coming back up into a tabletop position. You're now going to have put your hands out in front of you and lean forward. And we're just gonna do some hip circles. So you're gonna breathe in, rotating your hips down and around into a child's pose almost. And back through center. You might hear some bones cracking in this one. And around again. And this just, I find, stretches out your back. Oh. Other way. And back through that child's pose. Coming up into a cobra. Back one more circle here. Okay, and now I'm actually going to use the strap. So you can choose to, if you don't have a block or a pillow handy, to just kind of sit on your knees here, or you can sit cross-legged even. But I'm going to use my blocks here, and I'm just going to kind of set them in between my legs to sit on. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my handy dandy strap and place it over my left shoulder. And then I'm just gonna bring my right arm through my back and grab the strap. I'm gonna use my left hand here to grab my right arm and just shimmy it up. Help shimmy my right arm up to grab the strap further. And then I'm going to raise my left arm up and just bend it back, grabbing the strap. So if you don't have a strap handy, you can just kind of, if you can get your hands to touch, that's great. If not, just try and stretch them out as best you can here. And breathing in. And breathing out. And breathing in. Try not to bend your back too much in. Try and keep it neutral. And breathing out. And breathing in. And breathing out. Okay, and I'm just gonna dig out my arms here. And then we're gonna grab our strap and put it over to our right side now. Bring your left arm through and using our right hand to grab our left elbow. And to help shimmy that right hand up, or that left hand up, along the right shoulder blade to grab the strap. And then you're gonna raise your right arm up and just bend it back, grabbing the other end of the strap and pulling your elbows away from one another. And breathing in and breathing out. And breathing in and breathing out. And breathing in and breathing out. Okay, and we're gonna release the strap. And you can stay sitting like this, or you can stay in your seated position, a crisscross, applesauce kind of position. And you're just gonna place your left hand on the ground and bring your right arm over. Just stretch this whole side of your body out. Breathing in, stretching that arm up, and breathing out. And breathing in, and breathing out. Breathing in, coming back up into center, breathing out. And then dropping our right arm, bring our left hand above us here, and breathing in. And breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. Coming back up into a neutral position. We're just gonna do some shoulder rolls. So we're gonna roll our shoulders back, nice and slow and up, and raise those shoulders to those ears. Breathing in and breathing out. Now other way. Bringing your shoulders towards you. Breathing in and breathing out. Okay. And now we're just gonna come and lay down on our backs here. And I'm just gonna turn my body for you guys. You're gonna bring your right leg up above and place your right ankle on your left knee. and bring your legs through and grab the back of your left thigh. If this is already too much of a stretch for you, just stay here and maybe just push this right kneecap out more. If you can manage to keep this right kneecap out, you can pull your left thigh in a little bit more towards you, keeping your shoulders down on the mat. Breathing in and breathing out. And breathing in and breathing out. And breathing in. Switching it out, shaking out your legs here for a moment. And now bring your left ankle over your right knee and pushing out this left kneecap, or pulling through to your right thigh and pulling that right thigh in towards you. Whatever is suitable for you in this moment. Having your shoulders lay down to the ground. Breathing in, breathing out. And breathing in, and breathing out. Okay. Now we're going to come back into lying down. So now coming up into happy baby. You're gonna bring your arms to the inside of your legs, but grabbing the outside of your feet here, and bring your shoulders to lay down onto the mat. And just rocking it out here. This is really good for your lower back if you have lower back issues. Just trying to find the flow of your own breath. Okay, and now bring your legs together, stretching it out, having your toes touch one wall and your fingers touch the other. Breathing in and breathing out, relaxing your body, coming into Shavasana or corpse pose. Here you can just find the flow of your own breath and just play however you want. You can have your legs spread out wide with your knees bent, your arms down beside you or up on your stomach. Whatever suits you in this moment. You're going to breathe in and breathe out, relaxing everything. Sorry if you hear anything loud. My landlord's kids are above us and are very loud. If you guys want to roll over onto your right sides into kind of like a cuddle position here. And when you're ready, come into seated position with your head last to rise. When you're ready, bring your hands to heart center. Namaste, everyone, and I hope you enjoyed my yoga class. Please like, leave a comment, find me on Instagram at the Unbendable Yogini, and yeah, bye for now.